Hey guys, it's Unicorn Firebolt 29059, and today I am doing this countdown video with my friend Ariel.
Hi!
And so we've decided we're going to do a video of basically the pros and cons of going to Hogwarts. So why we wouldn't do well at Hogwarts and the advantages of Hogwarts. So, what should we start with?
We should start with the advantages.
Alright, so first off, you get to learn magic. So that's just awesome.
It's pretty epic.
And the plates of food refill themselves.
Unlimited.
Yeah. So, let's say I'm eating cookies or something. I don't know. Do they have cookies at Hogwarts? I don't know. Anyways,
They have tentacle tart.
What?
Tentacle tart.
Treacle tart.
Treacle tart.
What the frig is a tarnicle tart?
By the way, guys, I'm really bad at pronunciations, especially with anything to do with Harry Potter.
She's not good with her memory either.
No! Maybe a memory charm was put on me.
Could be. Obliviate. Anyways. So, basically, anything that I'm eating, I want more and it just reappears on the plate. Like, unlimited sandwiches.
Oh, and drinks? You can have anything you want for drinks?
Unlimited butterbeer.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Bingo. Okay, Quidditch. I love Quidditch. Okay, I would be on the Ravenclaw Quidditch team as, like, a chaser or a keeper. I don't know about beater, because I can't trust myself with a bat, and I don't know about seeker, because I'm not good at finding things, but either way.
I would probably die.
I wouldn't trust you with a bat, either.
I wouldn't trust you with Quidditch. I'd probably end up killing myself.
You'd probably get hit by a bludger.
Yes, like Harry did.
Yeah, but you'd fall off your broom and you wouldn't get back up.
That sounds like me.
Not in an offensive way, but
don't worry about
just
it.
kind of frightening. Next is you get pets at school. So I could have an owl or a cat or a toad, and it'd just be freaking awesome because nobody would care that I have just, like, you know, horned owl sitting on my shoulder and just kind of chilling there, and it's just like, yeah, that's cool, that's normal.
Or a rat. Are snakes
Well,
allowed?
Technically, on the school supply list, it says an owl, a cat, or a toad.
So Ron broke the rules.
Technically, yes, but then again, no, because it wasn't a rat, it was a man, but yeah.
That's true.
An owl, a cat, a toad, or a man. I'd rather not bring a man pet. Realize Fred and George had the Marauders map. But looking at it, they never questioned the fact that their brother was sleeping in the same bed as some guy named Peter.
Oh my god.
Just a question, why was that never pointed out?
Maybe it wasn't a big deal?
True. Anyways, owls deliver your mail.
How epic is that?
Like, not only do you get your mail delivered to you just when you're at breakfast, but they're freaking owls. You just get this swarm of owls coming in, and they just, like, they drop your mail in front of you. That is freaking awesome.
I think it's awesome that they get to use trains and not buses. How awesome is that?
Yeah, like, you don't have to wait for your bus every morning or whatever. No, it's just, boom, get on the train, go to Hogwarts. You get to go through a freaking brick wall to get to the train. That is just awesome.
Unless you can't get through it, like Ron and Harry.
Yeah, well, that was once. Anyways,
Yeah.
you go through a brick wall, you get to ride this awesome train to this castle in the middle of nowhere, and it's freaking awesome. And magical creatures, like, care of magical creatures, one moment, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And it's just like, I'm just gonna read off some of the creatures you can learn about or whatever. Well, some of them are dangerous, like an Actromantula, but there's also, like, let's see, Billywig, Bowtruckle, Chispurple, Centaur, Deerycrawl, Doxy, Dragon. Dragons are freaking awesome. There's the Antipodian Opali, the Chinese Fireball, the Common Welsh Green, Heridian Black, Hungarian Horntail, Norwegian Ridgeback, Peruvian Vipertooth, Romanian Longhorn, Swedish Short Snout, and Ukrainian Ironbelly. The Ukrainian Ironbelly is the thing that's on top of Gringotts in Universal Studios. So, yeah, there's just freaking awesome stuff. Flobber worms are fun. Last-ended screw.
Hate worms.
It's a flobber worm. I mean, heck, freaking Dumbledore has a phoenix. That's just awesome.
Fox of Phoenix.
Yeah. Okay, let me... Moving pictures. It's like a constant movie in the hallway, and you can communicate with it. It's like...
You could get distracted on your way to class.
True. Like, let's say you've got some long-lost friend who there happens to be a portrait of in the hallway. You can just have a conversation with them.
That would be...
That'd be freaking awesome. Like, I have a friend that moved
unreal.
out of state. I could, like, if there was a picture of her or something that was taken with a wizarding camera, I could just talk to her. Which I think would be pretty awesome. Friendly ghosts.
Yeah.
Moaning Myrtle might get a bit obnoxious, but she's quite funny. Kind of pervy, but quite funny. There's Nearly Headless Nick.
The Peeves is not nice.
Peeves is funny, though.
He is.
And he annoys the crud out of Filch.
Yes, that's the best part.
Separated dorms. Now, this might not sound like a good thing, but you know, when you're gay at Hogwarts... Not going into detail. Anyways, visits to Hogsmeade. Basically, 3rd year and above, you get to go to Hogsmeade.
And get candy.
Yeah, you can go to Honeydukes, you can go to Zonko's.
3 broomsticks.
Yeah, and just overall awesome. So, now we're gonna move on to why we wouldn't do well at Hogwarts. And number 1 is there is no Wi-Fi.
That would suck. That means no iPods or no phones.
Well,
or
that's
internet.
the next thing is Muggle devices don't work. Now, with Muggle devices not working and no Wi-Fi, that means no YouTube, no Wattpad, no Facebook. Not that I really care, but
no music.
no music. Like, unless you listen to the Wizarding Wireless Network. You have to have specific classes that, like, you don't get the ones you absolutely need in life, like English, math, science. You can't take foreign language.
You can't take social studies.
Well, you get history and magic.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't even really have gym or any really exercise of any sort other than flying, which isn't as much. Which is necessary, but you don't really have it. Mandatory school uniforms. No way to... I know some schools do have mandatory school uniforms.
Ours doesn't. We go to a
ours
public
don't.
school.
Yeah, we go to a public school that doesn't have mandatory uniforms, and it's just not something that we're used. Sorry guys, we got cut off there because the camera filled up with space. Anyways, we were saying that you miss out on certain classes, and then there are mandatory school uniforms. Since we go to a public school, we don't know really how it is to have the mandatory school uniforms, especially in like the winter. Like, especially in the winter, like, it might not be warm enough, the uniform you have to wear, because you've got the robe, but then, well, I guess it's more a problem in the summer because you have to wear the sweater, you have to wear the robe. I mean, the only real leeway you have is in the winter you can have, like, the hat and scarf. But it's... you don't get much leeway on school days in Hogwarts for your uniform.
That is so true.
A hat decides your house. I mean, that is pretty cool that it can, like, figure out where you belong. But the fact that when it decides your house, it's basically choosing your friends.
Yeah, and who else finds it creepy that it can read into your head when it's placed on it?
I mean,
how creepy is that?
Honestly, I think every aspect of Hogwarts is pretty darn awesome, but that might be a bit creepy and kind of annoying when, like, if you don't realize, oh, I can ask the hat to put me in Ravenclaw or Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and you don't realize that, it could put you in the house you don't want to be in, even though it knows what you're thinking, but either way. No wandering at night.
That would suck for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, when you can't wander around or anything, like, what if you have to be in the library rather late to finish your work or something, and it's past curfew or something? You're stuck there, and you have to find a way to get back without Filch finding out, or any other teacher, and giving you detention. And it's just, that's kind of obnoxious. I mean, what if I need to be out later?
Yeah, unless you're Harry with an invisibility cloak.
Yeah. House-specific common rooms. Basically, if your best friend is in Ravenclaw and you're in Gryffindor, it's gonna be kind of difficult.
Because you can't see them.
Yeah, like,
often.
You can't really hang out with them in the common room or whatever, so it makes things kind of difficult. Oh, by the way, guys, as I said, I am wearing a Harry Potter shirt every single day until my trip, so Fox the Phoenix
Wow.
Whatever. You're only at home on holidays. Easter holiday, Christmas holiday, that kind of stuff. You're only home then in the summer. That would be kind of annoying when the only contact you have with your family is by owl. And what if they are muggles? Then you basically have no contact with them.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of difficult. I mean, what if they don't like the idea of using owls, or the owl just doesn't like them because they're muggles, or I don't know, if there's some sort of issue with the communication, or what if your owls get intercepted, even if you have a pureblood family or something. If your owls get intercepted, your mail doesn't get to you, if that's your only contact.
Well, then you don't get your mail, and you don't get to keep contact with your family.
Yeah, and you can't use magic at home until you're 17.
Not being able to use what you learned in school? That's kind of pointless.
Yeah, I mean, I know they do it for your protection, but it's still like...
Still kind of pointless.
Yeah. Forbidden Forest detentions. Bah, I don't want to die.
Yeah, and why, if it's restricted for
Forbidden.
students, forbidden, then why do they have detentions there?
Exactly. I mean, even if you are being guided by Hagrid, you could still come across something trying to kill you.
Like the spiders.
Even though that wasn't during a Forbidden Forest detention.
And Hagrid wasn't there.
Right.
He was being taken away to Azkaban.
Mm-hmm. The defense against the dark arts job, though, like, that's just... It's so... Like... It's so cursed, you can't even...
Keep the
trust...
position.
Yeah, and you can't really trust the teacher. I mean, Quirrell, Umbridge, or heck, Gilderoy Lockhart.
Lupin was the only one you could trust, basically.
Lupin, because Moody was actually Barty Crouch Jr. using Polyjuice Potion.
Yeah.
Then you have... Well, no, because...
Oh, what about Slughorn?
Sixth year was Snape.
Snape.
Because Slughorn was the potions teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Snape
right.
is trustworthy, even if you don't know it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till like
I've
seventh
trusted
book.
Snape since the beginning, I will say that.
I have no clue how you did. At first I really, really hated him.
I've loved and trusted Snape since the beginning, and that will not change.
And then when I found out you like Snape, I just started getting your perspective.
Did you say Slape?
No. Okay. The guy with greasy hair.
Snape!
Yeah, when you started, not when you started, but when I figured out that you actually liked him, I started getting your perspective on things and learning about him. That he's actually a good guy.
And then 7th year, you can't trust them, they're freaking Death Eaters. The Carrows? You didn't read it, did you?
I read it, I just can't remember.
You can't remember?
I can't remember.
It was when Snape was headmaster, and the Carrows, which were Death Eaters,
Oh, you're right.
were teaching the students, and they made them torture first years by practicing the Cruciatus Curse.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's
I have to remind you of these things.
That's a big point to miss. My other friend does that. Remind me of my homework assignments. It's a bad, yeah.
That's fun. So, yeah. There's our video for today. I will insert the countdown at some point because we're actually pre-recording this.
Yeah.
We are recording this the day before I'm posting it because it's probably gonna, 1, take me a while to edit, 2, I'm not gonna be here much tomorrow, and 3, it's like 11 o'clock at night and we had nothing better to do. So, yeah, I guess we'll talk to you guys all later, and my excitement continues.
Bye.
Crap. It's fine.
Do you want me to get something to...
No, it's just this thing isn't flat.
Oh.